It is time for our weekly chat with our PGA Tour guest, Rotowire senior golf writer, Len Hochberg. Len, you're here for Price Check. So which golfers do you like at these price ranges for the Hero World Challenge in the Bahamas? I wish I was in the Bahamas.
Oh, yeah. Very small and elite field for this tournament. It's hosted by Tiger Woods, benefits his charity. We've heard a lot about Tiger Woods and from Tiger Woods the past couple of days. So Rory McIlroy here comes in at the top of the price board. So he's 10-8. It's like 20 guys in this field here, Len. So is he one of your favorites for this event? I'm assuming he is because there's not many to choose from.
Yeah, Emerson, Jessie, hello. Yeah, it's a fun week, not only for us playing, but I would imagine more for them going to the Bahamas a week after Thanksgiving. So not too shabby. But yeah, there's only 20 guys, and it's hard to dismiss anyone because anyone can get good for 4 days or even 4 holes and climb the leaderboard. So it is a lot of fun. But you're right, Emerson. I do like Rory McIlroy. His last 2 starts, he won the CJ Cup, and then he shoulda won at the DP World Tour Championship. He was leading going in the back 9 late in the tournament. Hit a flag stick, his ball went sideways, had a really bad break there. Colin Morikawa caught him. We saw Rory really, really upset afterward, tore his shirt. Very uncharacteristic of him. But I think, not everybody comes to play this week. There's free cash, there's free world rankings points, and a free vacation. I think that Rory will be one of the guys who really comes to try and win the tournament this week. I do like him.
Hey, do you think course history matters at all in something like this, Len? Because this will be his debut here.
We've seen that a newcomer has won this tournament, so I would say no. I think the more you play, the bigger edge you have, of course. But John Rahmet won in 2018. It was his first visit, so it is doable, and Rory certainly can do it. It's kind of, described sort of linksy type golf, and so I don't think he's going to see anything he's not familiar with. Okay.
Glenn, there's some crazy value this week with guys like Tony Finau, Brooks Koepka hovering around $7K. Like, are you looking in that range, or with such a small field, or are you just happy to pay up at the top?
Well, I mean, you really have to look everywhere, and it doesn't take a long time to look everywhere. So, yeah, I think you have to look at every price point, and still $50,000 cap. If you go with some of the top guys, you got to go with some of the bottom guys. I'm not really high on Koepka this week. He had his Super Bowl last week against Bryson DeChambeau. Tony Finau, not great form. Someone I like a little bit higher priced at $7,500 is Sam Burns. Sam Burns has been the best golfer in the fall swing. He's up to 18th in the world. I think he's really showing that he belongs on the big stage with all these guys. But the fields in the fall were not great. This is the strongest field he'll play in all, since last season. I think he still has something to prove to them and something maybe to prove to himself that he could still play with the big guys. I think he's going to take this week very seriously.
Well, let's see if, Henrik Stenson here can take this week seriously because he's dead last in salary. We're talking like $8K. It's hard to repeat in any tournament. We know that, Len. But with the caliber of this field, what's the defending champ's outlook this week in your eyes?
Yeah, like I said, I don't think you can really dismiss anybody. Stenson is the defending champion, although that was 2 years ago, and 2 years is an eternity in golf and in all of sports. He's played this tournament great, as well as anyone since it's moved to the Bahamas. First place, second place, fourth place in the last 4 editions. So he's there, but he's now in his mid-40s, and he's clearly the weakest guy in this field. 17 of the 20 are top 25 guys. 2 others are in the top 50, and then he's all the way down at 182nd. In a 4 tournament, in a 4-round span, in a 4-hole span, he could get hot. He could go from 13th to 8th with a couple of late birdies. It's hard to dismiss anyone, but right above him at $6,100 is Justin Rose, Bahamas resident, home game, who's been playing a little bit better lately. I like him a little bit more than Stenson, but you can't dismiss anybody out of pocket.
Yeah, you mentioned he's 182nd in the world. He was 26th in the world like 2 years ago.
Wow.
So moving in the wrong direction.
How the mighty have fallen.
Indeed.
Len, you said a couple times that you can't really dismiss anybody, but who's a player that you just want to steer clear of this week?
Yeah, there are a couple who I will not be playing, and one of them is, one of the interesting things is some of the guys have been playing fairly regularly through the fall, and some have been off for months. Daniel Berger has not played since the Tour Championship. There's nothing to replace tournament golf, so he's just had so much time off. I'm just going to dismiss him. Based on the fact that the other guys have largely been playing. And Jordan Spieth, who has played this tournament very well at Albany, he's played only once since the Tour Championship, and that was the CJ Cup, sort of midway between the Tour Championship and now. But more importantly, just last week, Jordan Spieth became a first-time dad. I have to suspect that some of his patterns, sleep and golf practice, have been disrupted. So for that reason alone, I think his thoughts may be a little bit off the course this week, and understandably so.
What, do you think like the kid's with him? Probably not, right? So he can get away from the family for a little. Maybe he can actually get some sleep.
I would think that the kid is. I have no knowledge of this, but I agree. I think he probably stayed home in Texas.
Yeah.
That would be pretty good if you're like 12 hours old and you're going to the Bahamas already. That's a pretty sweet life.
What an awesome life. He may actually end up staying like a few days. Who knows? Turn into like a little vacation.
He's like, haha, I'm never.
My bad. Okay, so finally, who do you think comes out on top here at the Hero World Challenge?
We see that some guys take this tournament more seriously than others. It's just the way it is. It's December. It's free cash. It's free world rankings points. I think someone who's going to take this tournament as seriously as anyone is Justin Thomas, and that's because of his relationship with Tiger Woods. He was clearly moved when he spoke after Tiger's auto accident back in February. Tiger Woods spoke the other day about the close relationship between the two of them. I think that Justin Thomas would love to win this tournament just for the tournament, but to honor his friend Tiger Woods, I think he's going to take it as seriously as anyone this week. And that's, it's more than that because he was fifth here in 2019. He's also been playing pretty well lately after a lost summer. He's had top fives in 3 of his last 5 starts. I think this would mean a lot to Justin Thomas, and it would be quite a picture to see Tiger Woods handing the trophy to Justin Thomas on Sunday evening.